Hey, welcome back to another tutorial in Pixlr. This video is really supposed to be focusing on Marquee tools, but I think there might be some review of other concepts with layers and navigation. There's also probably going to be an introduction of how to create a new file. So there's a couple extra new things in here, but I really want to focus on Marquee tools. So I Googled shapes and I really like this object, and I'm going to go ahead and copy image address. So this is a review, so that I can load this URL here. So I'm pasting that web address so that I can edit this image in Pixlr. Once I have that, I know that I want to take parts of these objects to make like a face and a body and start putting a heart on the body and different things. So I want to steal from this image to make my own new image. And so to make my own new image, this is a little bit new. I want to create a new file. So file, new image, and it's asking me, well, what do you want to create? And programs are cool. They ask you, like, do you need to create something for social media, Instagram or Facebook or Twitter? Do you need to do something with an image or for a website? But for a standard piece of paper, I just wanted to go to print, and I'm going to pick the first one that's there. It's kind of an 8.5 by 11 standard sheet of paper. So now I have these two tabs, and I can work between the two tabs. I want some things from this image to go into my brand new image. So I'm going to go back here, and again, the main focus on this tutorial is this Marquee tool. That's really what I want to focus on for this lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I want to start working on, I want to copy this face first and put it to start making a body in my new document. Because that's a circular shape, I want an ellipse to select, and I just need to be above the circle and to the left of the circle, and then I can click and drag around this object that I want. I want to copy it, so I'm going to Control C. So I just copied just this area that's selected and come back to my new tab to paste it, which I'm just going to use Control V. You can even see it says paste image, and it shows up on its own layer here. Now that I have it over here, it's tiny, so I'm going to use my arrange tool to grab a handle and make it bigger. And I don't have all of the shapes from this image, but just that circle in my new image. So I copied one little part, one little section of it to make this body. I'm going to go back to my shapes because now I want this cross, but this is still selected. So if I want to deselect anything, Control D stands for deselect, and it even popped up here. So nothing's selected anymore. I'm interested in selecting this cross. So again, with these Marquee tools, if I use this rectangle, I can click and drag around the cross that I want, copy, Control C, click over here to my new object and paste it, which is Control V. V as in Victor. And I starting to make my body. But you're probably thinking, this looks terrible. I don't want the whites. I want to get rid of the whites. So I want to show you just on this cross how to get rid of the whites. So I'm going to go ahead and select, make sure that this object's selected, and delete it because I don't want that anymore. And let's fix this. I want to get rid of the whites. So I'm going to go back over to my image. And I want to zoom in on this cross because I really want to focus on this. I zoomed in a little too far. And I'm going to use this Marquee tool again. And it has this mode section, which I really love. And the mode section has a remove and an add button. So we're going to use both of these buttons. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the remove. And if I click and drag over what I don't want included in the selection, my selection now adjusts, which is awesome. And I can really just edit this real quick to get rid of the white sections. Makes it nice and easy. And now I got rid of the whites, but I did kind of make a mistake in that I left off the bottom of the body. So I'm going to go back to this add to selection and add the bottom of this cross. And now I have just this cross and it doesn't have the whites selected. So again, these adds and removes comes in handy to help adjust, fine-tune what you're selecting from this image. So I'm going to copy it so I can paste it over to this image. Now I have this cross to form the body of my person. So let's adjust this. The body would look better if it's underneath the head. And that's a little bit on Marquee tools. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to get rid of the white on the face. We want to get rid of that too. It just doesn't look real great. So in the next lesson, I want to show you a brand new tool that will help you get rid of the whites around the face.